I was looked at as a monster for helping my daughter when she broke her leg. When I walked into the ballet studio holding my 7-year-old daughter's hand, I was the only man in the room. Mila was bouncing with excitement. It was her first day, but before I even sat down, I heard it. Why would a grown man want to sit in a room full of little girls? I pretended I didn't hear anything, just found a seat in the back and watched my daughter run to join the other girls. A few minutes into the session, a woman walked up to me. Gretchen, blonde, arms crossed, no smile. Which one is yours? I pointed to my daughter. Gretchen looked at me. And where's her mother? I'd rather not say, but she can't be here. In reality, my wife was deployed overseas, but I didn't feel like explaining family matters to this woman. She stared at me for a long moment, her face twisted like I'd pissed in her cereal. She walked away without a word, then started whispering to the other moms. I wanted to defend myself, march over and clear my name, but that might cause an argument and give them ammo to potentially kick Mila out, so I just moved to the corner to stay out of sight. 10 minutes later, my phone buzzed. Text from my boss. I pulled it out to reply. Almost instantly, I heard screaming. That creep is recording our daughters! I looked up. Gretchen was pointing directly at me. My jaw practically hit the floor. The instructor paused and started walking over while Gretchen kept yelling. All the girls, including Mila, were watching. I told the instructor everything. I showed her the phone, how there was no recording, but she didn't even look at it. What matters isn't whether you did it. What matters is these mothers feel unsafe. I stared in too much disbelief to even reply. Behind her, I saw Mila's face going red. You'll need to wait somewhere else during practice, the instructor said, or your daughter will be unable to participate. The nearest other academy was 2 hours away. Mila had been dreaming about this for months. I swallowed my pride, gathered my things, and went upstairs. For the next 6 weeks, I sat in the ballet history room, alone, out of sight. I could have waited in my car, but I wanted to be close enough in case something went wrong. Then it did. 50 minutes into practice, a loud snap, then a scream. My daughters. I flew down those stairs 3 at a time. My daughter was on the floor, her foot twisted sideways, bone pushing against the skin. She was screaming so hard no sound was coming out. I ran toward her. That's when Gretchen and 2 other moms stepped in front of me and formed a wall. We're sorry about your daughter, but we can't let a man near our children. I didn't listen to them. I pushed through. Not violent, just stern. I dropped beside my daughter, told her to breathe, called 911. She was grabbing my shirt. Daddy, make it stop. Please make it stop. Then a little girl walked over, maybe 6. She knelt down and held my daughter's hand. I looked at her. Thank you, sweetheart. I touched her shoulder gently. Behind me, gasps and whispers erupted immediately. Then Gretchen's voice on the phone. 911, there's a man here assaulting children. Ambulance and police arrived together 8 minutes later. I was climbing into the ambulance with Mila when an officer grabbed my arm. Gretchen was screaming. He pushed me! He grabbed my daughter! Her daughter, the little girl who held Mila's hand. My daughter screamed from the gurney. My daddy didn't do anything! The officer looked at me. Sir, I need you to come with me. I tried to explain, but every word got cut off by Gretchen screaming. The officer checked my phone. Nothing. He sighed. Still need to bring you in. He cuffed me. The ambulance doors started closing. Daddy, no, please! My daughter reached for me. Pain shot through her foot and she collapsed back on the gurney. Her hand was still stretched toward me when the doors slammed shut. At the station, Gretchen was already there with a victim's advocate. I walked past in cuffs. I sat in an interrogation room for 3 hours while Mila was somewhere alone in the hospital. Finally, the door opened. The officer walked in with a laptop. The dance studio sent security footage. It showed everything. Me running, Gretchen and 2 moms blocking me. Gretchen's daughter walking over, holding my daughter's hand. Nothing suspicious. The officer uncuffed me without a word. We walked into the lobby. Gretchen was still there with her advocate, and now her daughter too. The officer pulled the footage up. Ma'am, you blocked a father from his injured daughter. That's child endangerment. Gretchen's face went pale. No, the angle is wrong. And even if he wasn't doing anything weird, why was he even there? Why wasn't her mother taking her? I stepped forward because she's deployed, serving our country, keeping us safe. Gretchen's mouth opened. Nothing came out. She tried to recover and grabbed her daughter. Tell them, sweetie. Tell them what he did to you. The girl looked at her mom, then the officers. He didn't do anything. He just said thank you when I held my friend's hand. Silence. Mommy, why are you lying about him again? Gretchen's face crumbled. The officer turned to her. Ma'am, filing a false police report is a felony. We need to have a conversation. I walked out and drove straight to the hospital. My daughter was awake, foot in a cast, metal pins holding the bones together. I knew you'd come back, Daddy. I sued the studio for discrimination and negligence. Settled for $750,000 out of court. Gretchen got 8 months probation and 200 hours community service.